And parliamentary bipartisan talks between Kenya Kwanza and Azimio la Umoja committees have hit a snag. This is after continued bickering over membership of a joint bipartisan committee and the resumption of demonstrations called by Azimio coalition. The 14-member committee was to hold a meeting on Tuesday, but it failed to take off after Azimio team failed to turn up, demanding the withdrawal of Elders Member of Parliament Adan Keynan. Here is more. Kenya Kwanza bipartisan talks team members on Tuesday, May 2nd, indicated that they were ready to accept some of the demands made by their Azimio counterparts to see the process through to its success.
We are unwaveringly committed to the bipartisan talks wholeheartedly and in utmost good faith. Number two, we have called upon our colleagues from the Azimio la Umoja side to give us a commitment, but this has not been forthcoming.
In a statement released by nominated Senator Esther Okenyuri, the team revealed that it was ready to bend in different directions over and over again so that the talks are successful.
And as a committee, we want to insist that if it's talks, yes, come, let's talk. But you cannot take advantage of hopeless, jobless young people to destroy people's property and at the same time demand that you be incorporated in one process or another.
While issuing the appeal, the team indicated that they were ready to listen to some of the demands by the Azimio team before pulling the plug on the talks.
We still repeat this call to them to actually make the commitment. Number three, we are prepared for the sake of our beloved country, Kenya, to bend in different directions over and over again so that these talks are successful and we heed the call, as we heed the call from His Excellency the President, William Samoei Ruto, for peace in the country and for dialogue over the issues of mutual interest affecting Kenyans.
One of the main demands by the Azimio bipartisan team was that Kenya Kwanza drops Elders Member of Parliament Adan Keynan from its lineup, arguing that his Jubilee party was still a member of the Azimio coalition.
Our position was clear last week by Tuesday, it was clear on Friday, it is clear today. We have suspended the talks because the inclusion of the Honorable Keynan goes to the principles of the very things we are supposed to discuss. For us as a team, as long as they confirm to us that the Honorable Keynan has been withdrawn, we will resume the talks immediately.
The team further indicated that its readiness to resume talks immediately was influenced by President William Ruto's constant calls for peace across the country.
Given that he recognizes Parliament, I want to use that route to appeal to our brother Otiende Amolo to seize the opportunity and exercise his freedom of thought and independence. He does not have to fall back to his nominating principle because the principal has confidence in Parliament and he has settled on him as the chair. I therefore want to urge him to work with the co-chair on the Kenya Kwanza side so that we can move the country forward.
For the talks to continue, the team, however, requested Azimio team led by Rarieda Member of Parliament Otiende Amolo to draw protest.
Kenya ni kubwa kushinda kila mmoja wetu. Na kama wa Kenya ni lazima tujitolee kwa sababu mwisho wa siku ni mazungumzo tu ambayo yataleta suluhu. Ni mazungumzo tu. Hata waandamane siku ngapi, miaka mingapi, lazima watu waketi wazungumze.
Its members maintain that Azimio did not act in good faith by continually holding protest while calling for dialogue. However, bipartisan team allied to the Azimio la Umoja One Kenya coalition said it is not in their position to call off the protest. The team led by MP Otiende Amolo said they did not have the capacity to do so.
The question of demonstration is a different question. It's not on the table for us. That is a matter that is to be discussed at the level of the principle and the constitution and other things. The Honorable Kenan is an embodiment and a representation of exactly what we are complaining about. It is a fundamental issue of principle to include him in the first place. It's a show of bad faith.
The bipartisan talks collapsed on Tuesday, April 25th, after Azimio team revealed that it had failed to reach a consensus on the inclusion of Kenan in the team. After suspending the talks, Azimio called for mass protest on Tuesday, May 2nd, to petition the government on the high cost of living and opening of Independent Electoral and Boundaries Commission (IEBC) election servers. For Maisha Prime, Maisha Television, I'm Rita Chebet Kering.